Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center. So let's talk Holy Cross baseball. Sandy Menichetti joining us right now. Well, Coach, nice start for your guys, the Crusaders. And you have some senior leadership, some juniors, underclassmen, a little bit of everybody playing well. It all starts on the mound for you guys. And let's first talk about that pitching. You guys have some arms this season?
Yeah. How you doing, John? Absolutely, we do. Coming into the year, we knew that we had RJ Boyle, senior, and we knew that we had Gannon Palmiter returning, who threw some good innings last year. But after that, we were kind of wondering who would fill in around them. And as the season started, and as we got approaching the start of the season, another guy came up to me, Austin Shatter, who did not pitch last year as a junior. Said that he wanted to help out the team, and he was willing to pitch. He pitched over the summer and into the fall, and had some success. And we said, yeah, we'd love you to pitch. And he's been our number 2 behind RJ, and he's off to a real good start, 2-0 start. I think he has like 13 strikeouts already this year. Competitor on the mound, and he's been a real good surprise for us as our number 2 pitcher. Like I said, behind RJ, who's really started out strong, already 3-0, tops in the league, I think, already with strikeouts, 25 strikeouts, and his competitive edge is probably why he's where he's at now, 3-0. Never wants to come out of the game, doesn't matter pitch count, but we got to put a leash on him sometimes because he's so competitive. And then, like I said before, Gannon Palmiter, he's been our closer. He's going to be using that closer role probably throughout the year. Comes in, throws hard, has good breaking stuff, and again, just another good competitor, which we really need for pitching.
Everybody talks about the basketball program at Holy Cross, but this baseball program, you guys are playing well and nice group and a nice roster size as well for your school. Talk about getting kids out and being student athletes there at Holy Cross. Just a great school, a great community, and the faculty, the staff, everybody does a real nice job. And you're saying these guys are hungry and they want to compete.
Absolutely. And like you said, basketball, we are known for our basketball, and Coach Calais has certainly proved that over the last, so many years as, even as Holy Cross. And I think that feeds into every other sport that we have. People see the success and the number of people and the students and like you said, the teachers and everybody going out and supporting basketball. And I think it flows down and goes to, certainly I see it in baseball, softball. It makes competitive for everybody else, and everybody else wants to reach that goal and to be like the basketball team. And our players have certainly responded to the baseball program as far as coming out and wanting to play baseball. We've had some success in the past, and I think that helps our numbers. Our numbers are terrific this year. We have over 32 kids between JV and varsity team that the guys split time, and it's great. The JV team is always up and prepared and ready to help, and we have some good coaching staff also.
And Sandy, you seem to really like the role. You're the head coach, but it seems like every time I talk to you, you're having a fun time and seeing these kids grow. And maybe they're not going to be a Division I player or whatever, but these kids are going to learn something about baseball. Maybe they'll go on and play at a school and really enjoy it. And you'll get a kid every so often that'll take their game to the highest level. But having fun, I'm sure, for you, just seeing what these kids offer every day.
Absolutely, that's the best part of coaching. I've been doing this for 17 years now between Bishop O'Hare and Holy Cross, and it's tough. It's tough to see some of these kids go because some of them, especially this year, I have 7 seniors, most of them who have been with me since they were freshmen, their first day of their freshman practice, and you get attached to these kids because you're with them day in, day out, not just in the spring, but in the fall and winter workouts, and get nice relationships with them, and it's tough to see them go. They're always competitive. We have a good time. That's probably the most thing that I do love about coaching is seeing these kids grow up from when they're freshmen until they leave. And then the other joy that I get out of it is when I'm out somewhere and I see kids who have graduated and they come back and they're saying, I'm in my third or fourth year at college and I'm still playing baseball, and it had a lot to do with some of the things you taught me in preparation, and that's the biggest joy I get out of it when I hear something like that I was able to help some guy go on to the next level.
Yeah, we all forget those stories as we're focused on the now, but nice to hear those stories, Sandy, for you and what the kids are doing there at Holy Cross. We talked a little bit about the defense and your pitching. Let's talk about some of the bats that you have this year. Take us through some of those guys in that lineup that whether they're hitting singles or able to rip the ball for extra bases. Tell us about some of the offensive power punch.
And it's the middle of our order is really kind of scary, I think, for other teams when they look at our lineup. We're off to a 6-0 start, which is great for us, but I don't think we've reached our full potential, especially at the plate. We've had good pitching, like you said, and we've played some good defense. We've had timely hitting, but I don't think we put it together offensively the way we could. And it's Austin Shatten, of course, not only pitching but a big threat hitting the ball. JJ Backus is off to a crazy fast start. He's hitting over 500 in the middle of the lineup. Gannon Palmiter, another guy who has a chance to, every time he steps up to the plate, to go deep. He's just that strong. And it all starts actually at the top with Alec Shatten. He's just so disruptive at the top of the order. Not a big power guy, but a guy who, if he puts the ball on the ground, it's really tough to get him out because he's so fast. And again, once he gets on, it seems like every single walk, hit by pitch, error turns into a double and sometimes a triple just because of his speed. Another guy who's really come on this year as a senior, Connolly. He's an infielder turned outfielder, and he's starting to hit the ball the last 2 games. He's had a couple of hits in each game. And then another young, big, strong bat. Still learning the game, still young. Because he is only a sophomore, but Joe DeGrazia, who has a lot of potential, and he's actually down in the order about 7, and he could really wail on the ball. And of course, Josh Meese, is our utility player. Again, he's another guy now. The last 2 games, I think he has 5 hits in the last 2 games. He's starting to come on.
Nice to hear that you got guys up and down the order, and of course some of those underclassmen going at it. I'm sure at some point, Coach, you're going to run into a buzzsaw, a team in the league. Of course, things have been going your way at 6-0, but nonetheless, it should be a nice competitive run as you guys make your way to the playoffs and see what you could do. May will be here in just about a week. So enjoy this, Coach. I know you're having fun, and thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me, John. Take care.
Sandy Menichetti doing a great job once again for the Holy Cross Crusaders. Out to a great start here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center.